Welcome to the Fulfilled After 50 podcast. We are your hosts, Alice
and Carol. Join us each week for your fun dose of inspiration and healthy tips you can use every day so you can live the healthy and fulfilled life you desire and deserve.
Welcome to Fulfilled After 50. We are your co-hosts, Alice
and Carol.
And we are going to talk to you today about getting unstuck.
Doesn't that sound good?
Yeah, no. And what does that mean when somebody says, I just feel so stuck? Well, that can mean lots of things. Like you are trying to get a business off the ground and you're just stuck and you don't know what to do. Maybe you are trying to get a new project off the ground also, and you just get so overwhelmed you don't know where to begin.
Right. Maybe you're in a relationship that probably isn't very healthy for you. It could be, someone from the opposite sex. It could be friends of yours. It could be something where you're just kind of stuck in this rut.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're on sort of a hamster wheel. You keep doing the same thing over and over and over. And then what happens is you get
stuck.
The same results in stuck. Exactly.
Yes.
It can be so frustrating.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we talk to a lot of women that, you're getting ready to enter that phase of empty nest too, and then you feel stuck in your life.
Right.
What do we do now?
Right. What if you're in a relationship and you're kind of like just mutual friends, two ships passing in the night, and you're like, I am so stuck. This is not fulfilling. Well, there's nothing that drives us more crazy than not being fulfilled.
Exactly.
And we feel like it's our mission to help people feel fulfilled.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Did you know, Alice, that 1/3 of the American population is dissatisfied with their life?
Yes, I did know that.
Of course you did. That is 100 million people.
I know. So,
that's crazy to me.
It is. So, we are all about leading you to a fulfilled, happy life.
Right.
Okay, so it starts with many things, but today we are strictly going to focus on some behaviors that will help you get unstuck with whatever area that you are in right now.
That's right. That's right. We're going to talk a little bit about what might cause you to be stuck.
Yeah.
And to have that Groundhog Day occurring, what's going on in your life, and then what to do about it.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
The first one is perfectionism. So, sometimes we focus too much on being perfect instead of it just getting done.
Correct.
Okay? Sometimes done is better than perfect.
Could you repeat that for me?
Sometimes done is better than perfect.
I have problems with that sometimes. And really, it is so true. And if we were all perfect, it would be a seriously boring world out there.
Yes.
So getting things done is more than, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Right,
so.
Exactly. And it's just taking like those little baby steps too. Carol and I would coach a lot of clients, and the reason for some of them getting stuck on where they are, whether it's a health journey or a business journey, a finance journey, it's that we get fixated on analyzing how do we move forward.
Right.
And so therefore we have analysis paralysis and we're stuck.
That's right. That's
Yes.
right. Which is really a problem, because then you'll never move forward.
Right.
So the other thing that happens a lot of times for people that causes them to stay stuck is that they're just fearful. They're fearful of failure.
Yes.
And it might be personal failure. It might be how other people are going to look at you and how they're going to perceive you as a failure. That's uncomfortable.
Exactly.
And it opens up a lot of fears for people. So a lot of times, though, fear of failure, even if you fail, it can actually be viewed as a precious gift.
Yes.
I mean, how many times have you failed and you learned something new?
Right.
Or it took you on a different path that ended up being so much better than the first path you were on?
Yes.
And I think we all know that God has a plan for us.
Exactly.
And He expects us to fail because He does not expect perfection as well.
Right.
So
exactly. So, failure just makes us stronger, and the more times you fail, the better you get. So I'm trying to think of an example like Colonel Sanders, who was 65. He tried for years and years and years to sell his chicken recipe.
Right.
And then it was finally when he was 65, somebody picked him up.
That's
He's-
crazy.
He's a millionaire at 65.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Think of how many times that you fail. And
Yes.
I know sometimes I'll think, and even in college, simple things like that. You'll write this perfect paper, you're certain it's just like the best thing ever.
Right.
And then you get it back with a bunch of red marks on it or a bunch of corrections. You're
Right.
thinking, what? But then once you look at it, you think, oh my gosh, that prose was so much better than what I wrote.
Exactly.
And before you know it, that's how you learn.
Yeah.
So getting over that can really be rewarding, and you should really view that failure as more of a precious gift.
Exactly.
Right.
And, take baby steps too. You don't have to do big chunks of something all at one time. Just take one baby step at a time. Just,
Yeah. That'll build
One foot
success, and that
together.
builds momentum.
Yes.
And before you know it, then you get to what it is that you want to accomplish.
Exactly.
So that's another way to get unstuck, is just pick out those little baby steps, see success, and then move forward.
Right. So don't procrastinate either. So procrastination is another thing that, sometimes we get up in the morning and we maybe just don't feel like doing that project, but that's when you really should do it.
Right.
It's like, do it then and don't put it off.
Right.
Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I don't feel like going to work out either. But I know once I get there, it's going to be so worth it.
Right.
And then that goes back to another podcast that we won't go on now, but it's about, habits too, and generating those really healthy habits. We talk about fulfillment and being happy. Well, that's about creating those healthy habits too.
Right, that becomes second nature. And that
Yeah.
really helps you avoid procrastination. I know for us, I think we both have very similar habits in the morning.
Right.
And they set us up for a great day. It also helps us focus on what's most important for that day, what our intention is, and focus on the most important things to get done first.
Exactly.
And then it really gets you all jazzed for the rest of the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And clear out those distractions. We get a lot of times just focus on that social media. Okay, we'll start scrolling. Well, just think if you weren't scrolling all that time, how much you could get done.
Right.
So eliminate your distractions.
Right. How many times are you doing something, even if it's a cleaning project,
Right.
and then you take something, you move it, then you see something there you got to work on it, take it, and then you go to the next one. Before you know it, at the end of the day, you're like, what in the? I think I created more of a mess today than I did tidying things up.
Exactly.
So sometimes I almost have to say out loud to myself, if the squirrel goes by, ignore the squirrel. Finish the task at hand. I'll
Don't
actually
get
verbally say that.
Caught up in it.
Finish the task at hand
That's right.
before you move on.
That means consistency too.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Do it something every single day.
Right.
Wherever you are stuck in, focus on what can I do today that will help me get unstuck. And then you get up and you do it again and again and again. So it's not 21 days that creates a habit. It is 3 cycles of 21 days. So it's really a minimum of 63 days
Right.
for you to consistently make something really, really happen in your life, and doing something every single day. It's just being consistent.
Right. And you can have a combination of these going on, but I think one of the biggest things that keep us stuck in our lives is truly also the excuses and the chatter that we have in our mind. The excuse that I'm not good enough, I'm not rich enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not popular enough,
Right.
I'm not smart enough. All those things that we tell ourselves and these excuses that we come up with is one of the biggest detriments
Absolutely.
to moving forward. And what we
Yes.
really want to stress today is the fact that you will actually get what you spend time doing, what you work for. You'll actually get what you focus on, and you will attain whatever it is that you take daily action on and create it as a secondary habit for yourself.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes. I love that. Don't you guys just
Yeah.
love that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, get that chatter out of your head. It's that self-sabotage that we always try to generate for ourselves. And actually, that's really just like the enemy trying to work its way into. And it is just up to you to make that choice to move yourself ahead
Right.
every single day.
Nobody can do it for you.
Right.
However, there are resources out there. We can all work to improve ourselves. You can hire a coach. You can come to one of our fabulous retreats. We have
That's
so
right.
much fun, and we work on these very same things with women, and it's a great sisterhood. So
Exactly.
anyhow,
Yes, so we'd love to have you at one of our retreats. Go to fulfilledafter50.com and hit that retreat tab, and it'll give you all our ones that are coming up. Love to
Right.
have you there, or you can join our free Facebook group at Fulfilled After 50.
yep. And
And-
that's right on Facebook. Join that. It's free. You do have to, put your name in and request to come in and share a little bit about yourself. Just because we don't want people in the group trying to sell things.
That's
so
right.
It's really a real sisterhood.
Exactly. So subscribe to our podcast if you have not done that yet, and you will get something new every single week. But
Yep.
Yep. So, get out there, be consistent, focus, stop using excuses, and go make something happen.
That's right. Get off that hamster wheel.
That's it.
It's time
All
to.
right.
It's your time.
That's right.
So
This is
let's-
your year.
Make it happen.
Yes.
All
Have
right.
a great day, guys.
Take care. Bye.